Okay, so here I am. I have 2 in this one, and then I have 3 left. Okay, we don't count that one, remember. So 1, 2, 3. So we go 1, 1, and then we put our 2 in this last stitch. So I will do that for you right now. Okay, so now we put 2 right into here. Right into here. Okay. And I think you can see that stitch right here. Okay. So we'll put 2 in there. Okay, leave this alone because that's this. We don't need to put a stitch in that. Otherwise you'll wind up with too many stitches and your hat will grow real, way too big. Alright, so let's skip and put it into the top of the first stitch. Whoops. We're supposed to only be slip stitching, right? Yep. Okay, I got it right. And there we are. We will slip stitch that one. And this is how it is looking. Okay. All right. There we are. Alright. So now we'll do 2 more. 2 chains. Always start with 2 chains. And then we go right into the bottom of that first chain, into that space, just like that. And then we go 1, 2, 3, and then 2. Okay? Because we're always increasing. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. This is our 5th row, so this is our last increase row. And this is for a lady's hat, a woman's hat. Okay, so we do 1, 2, and 3, 1 in each stitch. So the first 3 stitches, you should put 1 in each stitch. 1, 2, 3. So in the next stitch here, we put 2. One. Hang on, I gotta get a little bit of yarn here. Okay. And another one in the same stitch, and that makes 2. So we have our, we ignore this, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 2 in the next stitch, and then we do that again. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 in the next stitch. 1, 2. Okay. So then you just continue, and I'll meet you at the end over here in the last remaining few stitches there. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay everybody, here we are. I've taken the time to go around, and I'm at the end here. We have 2 in our last stitch, and then we got 1, 1, 1, and then 2, and then we still leave that alone. Okay, so we just have these last to go. Okay, I got my 3 singles in these last 3 stitches, and now we put our 2 in this last one. Oh. Do not snag like I just did if you can help it. So 1 and 2. Whoop. All right, and then we go skip these 2 stitches here. They're just chain stitches, and you go into the first stitch and slip stitch. If I can do it. All right, here we go. So now it's closed, and we do our 2 chains. Now, for the next several rows, we only put 1 in each stitch because we are done increasing. So we always start the same, and we put it, the first one in this here at the base of the 2 chains. So there's our first double crochet here, and then we just go in 1 and the next one, 1 in the next one, one in the next one, if I can get it on camera. I gotta reach around this camera here, so it's a little more difficult. All right. To be honest, I wasn't thinking that we were going to make a hat in this, but here we go. We're making a hat. All right, so you just keep going around like this, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so now as you see, I am around I'm almost entirely around this whole thing, and now I've only got 1 stitch here to fill, so let's do that, and then we can end this round and slip stitch. Okay, see, here we go, top of, and to be certain that it's the top of that, 1, 2, right? But then also you got where the stitch is right here. This is the post, and then this is the loop to the right of it. Okay, and then we take that and slip stitch. Okay. Okay, and then we do our 2 chains, but before we go any further, I want to show you how to do this back. This way you'll be done, and you'll be not too concerned about this hole here. Okay, so we just go through the loops here, and always make sure you have enough here. I probably should have left it a little longer because I don't want it to come out. Sometimes I'll skip one of these too. Okay, so it's already closing, and we'll keep going. A little bit more. Oh, see. There we go. Now, as you can see, the top is closed. We got it. And then you just go back so that it doesn't come out, and it shouldn't come out. When you wash it, it should stay in. And be careful that it doesn't show through on the other side also. Oops, I didn't quite get that one. Alright, so anyhow, make sure it does not show through on the other side. Now you can see that little thing there, but I don't think that's a problem. And also, you can also put a something on the top of your hat. A pom-pom of some sort. Those faux poms are very popular and they look pretty, so we're not going to do that in this video, not today. So I'm going to finish that later. We will continue on our hat. There we go. Okay, so if you don't like that, which is okay too, you don't have to do what I did. I just did that to show you what you can do to close that top. So it's up to you, however you want it to look. You can just go around. You can just go around also, and then go back the other way on the inside of the hat, so that something like this doesn't show. And I might take that out and redo it because I don't really want that to show. Okay, so here we are, and then we will go one in each stitch all the way around again. And you do this for several rounds. So we're going to make an extra long hat out of this. So now that we're done increasing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of increases and 1 row of no increasing.